Today we will tell you a story about aliens on the beach. A chain reaction triggered by a photo ultimately revealed that their value was as high as 65,000美元. At the moment Ricky saw it, his blood seemed to freeze, and his hair stood up at the back of his neck like a soldier trying to attract attention to what caught his gaze. It looks like a creation from a different world. But this can't be true, can it? This is not what he expected to encounter. Panic boiled like tea in his heart. How could this be possible? This should have been a happy holiday for him and his family, filled with happy, precious memories and love, and then, unexpectedly, the alien made a movement, and a terrifying sensation took control of Ricky's stomach. Ricky Johnson and his family were extremely excited about their vacation. A week of beach, plenty of sunshine, and endless ice cream sounds perfect. This is exactly what they need. They eagerly look forward to creating more memories and getting rid of the busy urban life. As a family of 5, they knew it would be an unforgettable journey. However, they do not know that it can be unforgettable, but the reasons are completely different. The Johnson family's vacation comes at a time when they need it most. Ricky's 84-year-old mother Brenda passed away recently, leaving a huge gap in their lives. She is a perfect example of a mother, grandmother, and friend. Her brilliant smile illuminated every room she went. However, despite sharing happy, joyful memories, Brenda's final years tell a different story. Since moving into the nursing home, Brenda's health has started to deteriorate. She claimed to have seen something, and said that a demonic man was chasing her. Many nights she woke up in panic, speaking unfamiliar language that no one could understand. But the reason for her troubles remains a mystery. Ricky felt heartbroken as he watched his mother's health deteriorate in this way. He couldn't understand what had happened. It is due to her aging physical condition. A week before Brenda's death, she called Ricky into her room, and what she revealed made Ricky's hair stand on end. Ricky sat next to his fragile mother, holding onto his hand tightly. Her hands were cold and pale as snow. "Dear Ricky," she whispered, "someone is following you, and he is also chasing you." She gritted her teeth and said. Ricky's heart broke when he saw his mother in such a state. Ricky tightly grabbed his mother's hand. "Mom, you're very safe. No one's chasing you," he assured her, then kissed her on the cheek, ready to leave. When he turned around and took a final look, Ricky blew his mother a kiss. She returned to the same position, and then he left. He didn't know that this would be the last time he saw her. 2 months after his mother's death, Ricky learned that his family needed a vacation. They all need to be distracted from the sadness brought about by their mother's death. When Ricky found an amazing beach next to a picturesque cottage, he thought it was perfect. Without hesitation, he made a reservation. The family of 5 embarked on their long-awaited journey. Their hearts were filled with excitement and happiness. This is exactly what Ricky expected, however, their joy did not last long. Their entire world is about to be overturned. After arriving at the cabin, Ricky and his family found that the cabin exceeded their expectations. It had 4 bedrooms, exquisite decorations, and a hot tub, and Ricky knows his children will love it. However, their first priority is to go to the beach. The sun is about to set, and Ricky is looking forward to the charming scenery. When they were on the beach, Ricky's little son accidentally kicked the ball onto the road, prompting Ricky to pick it up. However, the sight he witnessed across the road made him wonder if he had gone crazy. Across from the beach, An elderly woman stood on the bus stop. Ricky picked up the ball and noticed that the woman was staring straight at him and his family. Do they have any interference with her? What surprised Ricky even more was that he realized that she looked very similar to his late mother Brenda. Is this a twisted joke? Is Ricky starting to become crazy? He must have just imagined it. It can't be his mother, right? He rubbed his eyes, his breathing quickened, and he felt like he was about to feel nauseous. It has been difficult these past few months, and Ricky feels exhausted. But he knew he had to stay calm, for the sake of his children and family. However, he did not know that even stranger things would happen next. Ricky ignored the old woman, picked up the ball, and returned to the beach, determined to regain her composure. This must be just his imagination, right? He kicked the ball to his youngest son, and then his son ran after the ball. The ball rolled farther than a 4-year-old child could reach, prompting the family to approach it. However, what they encountered next to the ball surprised them. At first glance, Ricky saw it, as if his blood had frozen. It was nauseating, but it also roused his curiosity. Did his little daughter scream, and his wife asked, "What's that?" Ricky had never seen such a thing before. The Johnson family was so surprised that they couldn't speak. They knew they had to figure out what it was, so Ricky instructed his eldest son to use his phone to search on Google. The things they discovered changed everything. It turns out that these strange creatures are not aliens, but a filter-feeding crustacean called torch rattan-shell. Surprisingly, these strange creatures are considered delicacies in Portugal and Spain. But what's even more surprising is what they read next. Their lives are about to undergo an unexpected transformation. Impossible, exclaimed Ricky's eldest son, opening his mouth wide in disbelief. What's the matter, son? Ricky asked, eager to learn more. His son handed him his phone, and Ricky read it himself. These delicious dishes can be sold at $124 per pound. According to Ricky's estimate, the piece they discovered could be worth approximately $65,000. But will Ricky reveal their findings to others? In order to protect their discovery from potential damage, Ricky realized that he had to preserve the exact location. So he did, never revealing it to anyone. After their amazing discoveries, family continued their vacation, cherished these moments, and created lasting memories. Finally, Ricky felt a sense of inner peace. This is what his mother hopes for. However, the Johnson family is not the only ones who encountered strange things on the beach. Andrea Judd also had an interesting experience. Unfortunately, her discovery is not as valuable as the Johnson family's. However, when she shared this story online, it caused a great sensation. When Andrea and her friends were camping on a beach in winter, she decided to explore Double Beach Beach in Sinai Peninsula. She is about 4 meters offshore and has no expectation of discovering anything. However, she didn't know what was waiting for her. As she walked, she noticed the body of a strange creature. It was different from anything she had seen before, and she thought it might have been washed up on the beach. However, her hypothesis quickly changed because she realized how far she was from the water. She observed it curiously and carefully. The appearance of this creature made Andrea feel uneasy, and she refrained from touching it. However, during the investigation process, she observed some details. According to Andrea, this creature has no eyes. Its head is larger than her face, and it is covered in sharp teeth. Andrea is not sure about the essence of this mysterious creature, so she turns to social media. She shared the photos she took and asked if anyone could determine what it was. Her post has attracted a large number of comments, and netizens are eager to provide their views on this biological identity. Andrea received many suggestions, some of which were reasonable, while others were imaginative. One commentator even humorously suggested that it might be Voldemort from the Harry Potter series, demonstrating their love for the series. But what are the speculations of other commentators, and how does Andrea view their views? When asked, Andrea mentioned that this creature reminded her of the orcs in the Lord of the Rings series. Of course, this is only her initial impression, and this comparison is understandable. Some more realistic commentators believe that it may be a sea you washed ashore, and some worry by the Egyptian song. Since the use late in the Red Sea, this theory seems very reasonable. But how did this year leave the water so far? Another commentator suggested jokingly that it might be the baby of the Loch Ness Monster. Although it is interesting, this explanation lacks logical credibility, because we first need to find the Loch Ness Monster and its partner before considering future generations. So, what exactly is this creature? The answer is quite simple: no one knows. Some people still speculate that it may be an eel that drifted inland and was sunburned by the sun, while others believe this theory is unreliable. There is another view that it may have been caught by fishermen, but there is no evidence to support this claim. Therefore, this creature is likely to remain a mystery.